Welcome to the Breeding Herd Surveillance Tool. This tool was developed for field veterinarians and swine producers to help them monitor key production indicators to identify deviation in productivity and trigger diagnostic investigation. In this video, I'm going to show you how to work with this tool. Let's start by this first spreadsheet. Here you can see the tool objective, the guidelines, and a diagnostic table. Let's start with the guidelines. In the first step, you see that it says that you should look at the spreadsheet with the name example and at the spreadsheet with the name example charts. These two spreadsheets will help you understand the tool layout and how the tool works. On step 2, it says where you should input your data. Data should be added to the columns that are painted in dark red. These are some of the indicators that you will see: year, week, abortions, breeding mortality, prenatal losses, and sow deaths. On step 3, it says that you should add at least 16 weeks of data to the columns in red. That happens because this tool is using a 15-week moving average, so you should add these 16 weeks, at least. On step 4, it says that the calculations for abortions per 1,000 sows, sow death rate, 15-week moving average, 15-week moving standard deviation, threshold, alarms, and combinations of variables will be done automatically. The only thing you need to do is to input your data in the red columns. The remaining calculations will be done automatically. Then, after everything is done, you should look at a column with the name Alarm. This column will give you zeros and ones. Ones are considered alarms. If at least 2 KPIs have alarms, then it is advisable to collect samples for diagnostics. The table below summarizes the diagnostic tests and sample types that should be used per PRRS status. And you also have the action that you should take according to the diagnostic test per PRRS status and according to the results. If you need any help with the calculations for sample size, you can click on the icon and this will lead you to a website, the FieldEpi website, that has a calculator that was built by the FieldEpi team at Iowa State University. If you need any help with sample submission or sample collection, you can go to these 3 websites that will help you understand how to collect samples for abortion tissues, serum, and processing fluids. Now, let's move forward to the spreadsheet with the example. So here is the example. In this scenario, we are using abortions. So you see here you have the red columns where data should be inserted. Then the yellow columns are doing the calculations automatically. Here you have a calculation for the abortions per 1,000 sows, moving average, standard deviation, the threshold, and finally the alarms. So if the abortions per 1,000 sows are above the threshold, that will be considered as an alarm. And it will appear here in the column alarm with a 1 painted in pink. Otherwise, it will be 0 in yellow. If you look at the spreadsheet with the example charts, you have the same information, and you can see in blue the abortions per 1,000 sows, and in orange the threshold. And here you can see the points where the abortions per 1,000 sows were above the threshold. So now, going to the template. Here is the template. Here is where you should insert the data from your farm. Don't forget, add at least 16 weeks of data. In this template, I put columns for abortions, prenatal mortality, prenatal losses, and sow deaths. I also added some columns for combinations of KPIs, and finally, you can add additional KPIs. Here I inserted 3 more columns that you should use for additional KPIs. But if you want to add more, you just need to copy and paste these columns here to other columns. Finally, you have the template charts. So here you have charts for every KPI. Here the charts are not appearing because I don't have any data on the template, but as soon as you add data, it should appear. Finally, I would like to thank the AASV and USDA for funding this project, and feel free to contact us. You have our email here, so you can contact us anytime if you have any questions. Thank you.